Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Avan Fatma and welcome back to Journals of Cricket. Today we will be reviewing Miss Marvel, which is a series by Marvel Productions. This is basically a very unique series which consists of 6 episodes. Miss Marvel is a 16-year-old Pakistani Muslim girl who is actually living in America with her family, and her name is Kamala Khan. So this is how the entire story goes. Kamala actually has a very powerful imagination and she's a huge Marvel fan, so she imagines a lot of things and she's in her own world. And in her life many things are happening, such as her older brother's wedding, and one of the main events in the series was the Marvel Superheroes cosplay event, which Marvel and Avenger fans dress up as their favorite characters and their favorite superheroes, and then there's a competition. So Kamala had a very good friend, his name is Bruno, and they both wanted to participate in the cosplay competition. And Bruno even designed Kamala her own Miss Marvel suit. But in the end, it's all up to her parents who want her to go or not, and they also want to protect her because, living in another country you're not used to is very dangerous, so they want to protect her, and it's up to them if they let her go or not. Now here's where the twist comes in. Kamala's grandmother, who lives in Pakistan, Karachi, sends a gift to them, and the gift is actually a bracelet with a purple gem. When Kamala unpacks the gift and looks at it, she suddenly feels connected to the gift and she gets curious, but because of the Desi wedding, preparation rush, she gets distracted and decides to stop thinking about it. Kamala also goes to school, and obviously because she is really good with her imagination, she gets distracted very easily and doesn't focus on her work that much. She has to deal with the school life, she has to deal with her family and all those events, and also her, fan adventures as a Marvel superhero fan. Bruno and Kamala are finally preparing for the cosplay event, and they're really excited, they're pumped up to be there, but then suddenly Kamala realizes that she didn't even ask her own parents yet. Kamala really tries to convince her parents that she really wants to go, and it's a really good event where she could showcase her acting skills and also, how much passion she has for Miss Marvel. So she gets really ready, but in the end her parents only let her go on their own terms. Kamala gets really sad and she gets frustrated that she can't go. But in the end, her parents are just trying to protect her. In the end, her older brother also tries to convince the parents, but some funny things happen along the way, and I'll let you guys watch the series to, see whatever happens and all the tiny little details, because I don't want to spoil it for you. Basically, Bruno and Kamala, they come up with a genius idea to make a plan, and it's really fun to watch, by the way, how they reach the event and every single step they take. So basically, they're making a secret plan on how Kamala escapes the house and then reaches the event. You guys should watch the movie because that part is really fun and hilarious. And obviously Kamala and Bruno successfully reach the event. So here is when Kamala gets a glance at her powers, and because she wore that mysterious bracelet, and even though her mom told her to put it away and not get too curious about it, because sometimes curiosity kills, but not over here. So in the end, in the middle of this time, when Kamala also video calls her grandmother to ask her about this mysterious bracelet that she sent for her, because she gets curious, but she isn't able to find out much and everyone's in a hurry anyway. So when Kamala wears the bracelet, she feels super connected and really, really, really powerful, like she's in another new world. But to see that part, you guys have to watch the series to see everything in detail. So this is a little bit of what happens at the cosplay event, and this is how Kamala starts her journey to discovering her extreme amazing superpowers. This is all I will share regarding the main story and all the basics, but I don't want to go into too much detail since I want you guys to watch the series for yourselves and experience the entire story. This is my opinion and my overall review. So first of all, I would like to appreciate the graphics and the animations, because the episodes, they are so attractive and colorful. The music choice is amazing, and there's like animation going on and then there's live action, which goes so well together, and I loved watching the animations in the background. It was amazing. Second of all, the characters were very well developed. Each one of them had their own personality, way of living. Like Kamala, like I said before, she was wild with her imagination. And one more thing that I'd like to add is that it wasn't just her family. It was an entire Muslim community, Pakistani community living inside that part of America, and there were also mosques and other many things, and I'll mention it later as well. And I also noticed that at the end of every episode, they used a Pakistani pop song for the outro and the credits part, and it was really nice. Like for example, for one of the episodes, I noticed that they put Piche Hut by Hassan Rahim, and it was a really good song, and I enjoyed listening to it. I am a big fan of how they portrayed the Pakistani and the Muslim culture. They didn't disrespect anything, they showed mosques, and there was a lot of respect. The Pakistani and Muslim cultures really showcased in these type of movies and series. But Marvel Studios has really done justice to this Pakistani culture and the tradition. So there were a lot of cultural references, and it was pretty close to reality. So you'll also be able to see it later in the series, the episodes that will be coming afterwards. So that was really nice, and I enjoyed seeing Pakistani culture and what they think of it. So it was portrayed really nicely. And I also noticed that they showed how Pakistanis are discriminated against sometimes, and what difficulties they face as living in an entire foreign country. So like I said, there was this Pakistani and Muslim community, the community mosque, and the people were together, they helped each other, and it was a really nice community. Everything was respected, and the Pakistani culture and the Muslim culture was portrayed nicely. Overall, the main message that I got from this series was to never be ashamed of yourself and how your personality is or where you're from, because Kamala's personality led her to this mission, and because, like I said, that they also added the partition inside this, because Kamala's ancestors, they were alive when the partition happened, and that's how the power went on in her family, and that's how Kamala got her power. In the end, where she's from, she got benefits from that, and she was really proud of herself, and she was really happy for who she was, and this is how the mission went. And this series showcased how she faced each problem, how she faced the problem of high school, of her family, of all the events, and and now that she's gaining her own powers, how she discovers herself. So this was really nice, and I really enjoyed this series because it was so interesting for me to see the Pakistani culture, and especially in a Marvel movie, which I was really surprised with. It was really nice and well produced. So this was a really good experience for me, and if you guys also watch it, I would definitely recommend it. Thank you so much for watching Journal for Kids. I hope you enjoyed this review, and please make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and comment what you would like to see next. This is your host Saba, signing off.